Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's that time of year again, Mike. It is high school football season. We got a full slate of games. New Hampshire started last week. We are officially full speed into the high school football season, and I couldn't be happier about it.
We're tanned, we're rested, we're ready to go.
Well, we're ready to go at least. Okay, we're going to jump right in to this week. It's a big slate of games on Friday. We're going to start with the matchup between the defending MVC Division I champ and the MVC Division II champ, Central Catholic, going to Haverhill. As you pointed out to me earlier, if Haverhill could ever come in and win this game, that would be a statement win.
Yeah, it's a big task. There's a lot of talk that Central is rebuilding, and realistically, they are rebuilding. I think they're probably the fewest returning starters in the league. That being said, the Central tradition, going with the Raiders.
Yeah, I will say I think Pedro Santiago, who I'm writing about, is a home run hitter, and he's dangerous, but I'm going to have to go with Central Catholic, too. They still got a lot of good players, Omar DeChamps and such. We are moving on to the team that beat Haverhill in the playoffs last year, North Andover. They're opening by hosting Woburn. North Andover hit hard by the graduation bug, but they have a lot of good talent back, led by Juca Morales, their speedy running back, and Tayshawn Watson, who had a few big games.
And I love Joe Samuelman, football player,
yes.
Through and through in his
Absolutely.
DNA. John Dubzinski Jr. debuts with a victory with the Scarlet Knights.
I agree. I think this is going to be a win for them. Staying in the MVC, Methuen is traveling to Malden. They have to wait a week to open up their beautiful new stadium. They're traveling to Malden. We were both there. They were hitting hard. We're going to have to see how the talent goes, but they were hitting hard.
Denos twins look like they could be quite a combination. It's always great when brothers are operating as the QB and ace receiver. McAndrew's back. Should be a tight one. Go with the Rangers in a tight one.
I'm really interested to see what Kendrick Denos does. I think he could be very impressive. He's an impressive athlete, and I just love talking to the kid. And his brother too. So I'm going to go with. I'm going to agree with you on that one. Andover is opening by hosting Cambridge Ridge and Latin. Andover has a lot of question marks. I hear Cambridge is not very good. I've heard that from a bunch of sources. I think Andover comes in and smacks them around.
Yeah, it's interesting. Everyone's sort of coronating Andover as a real heavyweight. Perhaps we'll wait till the season play out. They certainly lost a lot. They got E.J. Perry who's a heck of a QB, but a lot of question marks certainly as well. Yeah, Cambridge looks like they really struggled. 1-10 last year. Andover beat them 48-0. You know, that's pretty much a gimme for Andover.
A couple other coaches in the area told me they're not very good. You can see EJ throwing to Susie and Gemmel could be a lot of points. Okay, we have battle of two New Hampshire locals. We got Londonderry traveling to Timberlane. I'll say I was at Timberlane last week. They showed me more than I was expecting. They lost to Exeter, but particularly defensively, they look pretty strong. The Hall brothers look very good. Josh Tebow was very impressive. I would not be surprised if there was an upset here.
First time I've ever heard you back Tebow in your life, so congratulations.
Good one.
Prior to the season, I think I would have gone with Timberlane in a real tight one. Londonderry surprised me, just winning big. David Weidenfeld, sorry for the mispronunciation, and Ben Johnson. Got to have speed with a name like Ben Johnson. Going with the Lancers based on the impressive Week 1 performance.
All right, I'm going to go with the Owls. Wyndham, they're another team hit really hard by graduation. It's not Brendan McGinnis' team. He's working out over there at Merrimack now. It's Griffin Leopold's team. They're traveling to Trinity. That's proven, at times to be a very tough team for them. I think this could be a tough one.
Yeah, this could be a fascinating game. We'll see how it plays out, but Trinity up 51-0 at the half last week. So obviously they played the Little Sisters of the Poor, but 51-0 no matter who you're playing. Saiku Ba, again, apologies for mangling a tough name. A lot of people say he might be the player of the year in the state. So I'm going to say Trinity hands Wyndham its first loss since the 2013 season.
I would agree. Pinkerton, obviously, without TJ Urbanek, another guy that probably would have been the state player of the year, or Division I player of the year. But they're still darn good, and they're taking on a Portsmouth team that got whacked around by Merrimack last week. I think Pinkerton keeps rolling.
Yeah, look to a multi-talented Brett Datillo. So supposedly his 90-yard TD punt return might have been a school record. I don't know if they really have the records way back then. Maybe they do, but whatever. Brett's darn good. Go with the Astros.
A Pinkerton football player named Datillo. Have I heard that one before?
I think so.
I think I might have, Mike. I still can't spell the name. Salem is playing host to Dover. Dover got beaten up by Londonderry last week. Salem looks pretty good. I think Salem takes this one.
Yeah, so maybe we have to wait another week or so to see what Salem's really made of, but looks like they should roll.
Salem's got Pinkerton next week, so we won't have to wait too much longer.
That's true.
Lawrence is opening at Lowell. We were at Lawrence. They're at very least an enthusiastic bunch, and they are an athletic bunch. Lowell's always a tough test. What do you think, Molly?
Experienced QBs, tough to go with. Lawrence with the rookie QB with very, very few snaps last year, so maybe looking back, you wonder if they had got a few more snaps for Ismail Jenkins. It might have been beneficial this year, particularly in the opener. Seamus Dunn, a pretty solid, proven QB for Lowell. I'll say Dunn and co. pull it
out. Greater Lawrence going to Somerville. Reggie's another team that could be rebuilding this season.
It's the Harry Marchetti Bowl. Harry, the Somerville head coach, is assistant principal at Greater Lawrence, so I think he's going to get bragging rights for the second straight year. And Highlander is a bigger conference, even though they certainly have struggled a lot in the GBL, but a lot bigger conference, so we'll go with Harry with bragging rights once again.
North Reading traveling to Ipswich in a good old-fashioned Cal matchup. North Reading, I think Ipswich is probably going to take this one.
I'll go with North Reading.
Fair enough. And to close out that the Friday slate, Georgetown going to Essex Tech. Georgetown, their new coach again, a lot of new players. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I could give you an Essex Tech breakdown, but I don't know if Georgetown is enough.
I'll go with CAL over the CAC and give it to Georgetown.
Saturday, there's only one game, and it's Pentucket at Whittier. Pentucket got slammed again by graduation, and obviously Pat Fryermuth transferring. But I almost forgot about fullback Liam Sheehy, who is a good player. He's shown a lot of promise. I'm going to go with Liam, and I'm going to say that Pentucket takes this one, and again, Cal over CAC.
I'm going to agree with that. Kevin Bradley claiming he only has 3 returning lettermen. Don't know if I'm necessarily buying those figures. Maybe I should have him do my taxes for him, crunching the numbers a little strangely there. But huge rebuilding season for Whittier. They get some talent, but if he's got 3 returnees, or maybe it's 13 and he's calling it 3, but a little bit too much of a rebuilding job to beat a Cal team this early.
You never know with Kevin Bradley, though, but I'm going to go with Pentucket. All right, that's it. It's exciting. It's a great way to start. Go out and see a game.